And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved. Mutation action here. Okay, so our Falcor system, Logistics Falcors, finished researching, and I have moved on to Ultra Power Grid, which is a beast of a project. It's 75 Simplified, 75 Ultimate, and 50 Basic. So right now I am working on the 75 Simplified, because I had a lot of tin all stored up. So the Logistics Falcors are done, so let's build some. There they are right there. I unlocked them already with the RP. I should have a few of these ready to go. Just two left. They're the last two right here. All right, now I think we need like 6 of these. So we need 6 of these, so I need 6 of the Falcor Mark 1s, which means I need 6 auto upgraders. So that is 6 lightweight housings and 18 servo motors. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 18 of these. Okay, now let's see. Auto upgrader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Logistics Falcor Mark 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Logistics Falcor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if we go out to each one of these areas and see, there is our hopper right there. So I want to put the Falcor right on the hopper. So let's get the Falcor up and running here. Right there. Just like that. So now he is actually waiting for a beacon to grab stuff from. And we're going to need to do that on all of our mining operations. Excuse me. So let's grab one here, and I'm just gonna nerd pull up. There we go. Next is this one here. Okay, and right here. And then this one over here. Ooh, look at this. That is out of power. And that is out of stuff. So I need to throw in some more power in there. That wasn't good. Glad I caught that. Soon. We will soon not be burning coal in order to mine anything. Okay, so this one. We are over here. And then we've got... Actually, I needed more than 6 of these. I miscounted. We've got crystal. Definitely want to mine this at 100%. That is very worthwhile. Like that. And definitely nickel. I do need one for biomass. So we will head up here. Actually, could put it right there. I didn't need... Oh man, I just cleared the wrong thing. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. So all these Logistics Falcors are ready to go. I just need a couple beacons and some plasma heads to test this out with. So I have this little system over here. I do need one more Logistics Falcor before I forget. I'm going to need to craft that. Otherwise, I mean, I do need one for each of our...
Crafting.
What am I thinking? Like nickel, or not nickel, tin and copper and coal. So I need 3 more aside from this one here. So we're just going to build this one for for biomass, and then I'll worry about those other ones off camera. So I want a bunch of, I want 3 of these. So we need 3 threat scanners. Those are over here. Okay. Beacon. 1, 2, 3. There we go. See, I have this little system over here to deliver heads to each one of these, and I'm going to put a beacon on each one of these, and that should allow more than one Falcor to actually come and grab materials. But first, I need some plasma heads. So we're going to go to mining. I'm going to try to build as many of these as I can. There they are. Put all those away. Build another set. Put all those away. One more set. That'll be 33 of them. That's a lot of plasma heads. But you can see these are going to be distributed between all of these. As long as this is fast enough. And it's turning out to be pretty decent, although it's just about to run out of power. But it will get the job done. Now, we need some beacons. So if I put a beacon on each one of these, a beacon here, here, and here. We're not powering these, but since they're sitting on top of hoppers, I'm hoping they need power. I didn't think they needed power. So with power, let's just give them a little bit of power. And see what happens. Okay. So he's holding a plasma head. He's holding a plasma head, and he's holding a plasma head. So now, who's going to come and collect them? Okay, there's titanium. And there's a couple more. So they pick them up, and they immediately fill again. So now we've got more. We've got other beacon or other Falcors coming to pick some more up. So this one's out, obviously. This one is empty. That one's not empty. Oh, this one's got some more. And I'm just manually doing this right now. We will have a nice system eventually. I just wanted to show how this actually worked. Let's go put the one on biomass before all of those are actually taken. So let's just run over there and we try to speed myself along. No. Okay, so where's my... There it is. I can put it right there. And now, hopefully, this one will see those beacons over there. I think it should. People have been telling me that these, even if you put these deep underground, they still work. But I kind of wanted to keep all of this stuff on the surface in order to maintain the system here. Okay, let's go see how our... See, they're unloading plasma heads into the hoppers, and this thing is grabbing them. So you can see it's now full. See, it's used 2, and this one's holding 1. So if I went down there, that whole system down there is full. Right? There's no room for anything else, which is good because that means that this mining operation is fully upgraded, and it's now using plasma heads, and we're going to get 100% efficiency off of that. This is iron. So how is this one doing? Okay, this one just transmitted, it looks like. And now my charging system over here is showing its system that it slowed way down due to the fact that it doesn't have enough power. Alright, how is this thing doing? It's got 12 simplified left, which means we are close to being able to dump a bunch of titanium into this. It's crazy how many resources this thing absorbs. Because it's 6 bars for every pod. And so, yeah, when you have 75 pods, it adds up quite fast. Okay, so I need to put a little bit more power into these. There you go. See how that works? So I'll have, you know, in my factory, I'll have one of these, and I'll have a backup of all of the materials, auto-crafting. And from that, I will have a charger hooked up to a turbine that's full blast power, and then a system like this with multiple outputs. So I may have one of these going to 2, and then another one going to 2, and then another one going to 3. So I have plenty of cutter heads to go around to all my miners. So it looks like that iron was... So it came and grabbed one. So it's holding one now. The Falcor itself is holding one. So as soon as this Mattermits one, the Falcor will offload into the hopper and then probably come back for another one. I don't think Biomass actually came and grabbed one yet. I think all of the other ones kind of have to pass on them. So yeah, a system like this, only much more automated, is what I am thinking. It's a shame that you have to power these, but that's easy enough to manage. I'm not sure if you can put them on the sides. I'll have to test that. I'm going to test that. And then this with a power. Oh. One more. Give me one more to test with. Yeah, you can see this thing is just struggling for power. Yeah, our threat has gone up considerably since doing this. So there is another one. Okay, it did drop it in here, and it did pick it up. Okay. Oh no, it collected a stinger. It collected a stinger and not anything that's in there. So when it's not on top of a hopper, that's when it's bad. So it has to be on top. That is good to know. So there it is, plasma cutter head. Interesting. I did not know that you couldn't put them right next to the hopper. It has to be on top. I had a sinking suspicion that it was like that, but I wanted to confirm it. So there we are. We confirmed it. So over here, what I am thinking, what I want to do is I want to bring all my resources over here and line them up sort of like the Mega Factory last series. But I'm going to leave a little more space in between each line. And then I'm going to eventually, because I added the freight mod from Steveman, instead of using tubes going all the way back into the factory for distribution, I'm going to use the freight mod. And so we're going to have freight carts connected, and those are going to be what's running the bus eventually. In this first situation here, I'm going to need some way of moving materials before I get any of that researched. So I'm gonna go with the conveyor belts for now, but eventually we're going to upgrade to carts, and especially when I get enough organic rock to be able to run the lines. So I need to, rolling stock is the next research I'm thinking of doing after this one. Okay, so it looks like all of those are done, and I may want this to quiet down before. Yeah, 1268 threat. That's a pretty high threat level. That's just below the area, or the level that you start getting heavies, and we were really not prepared for heavies at this point. Spider Bro is doing work for us. Look at all of the organic loot out here. This is another reason I wanted to start getting Falcors up and running, because I don't want to miss out on all this awesome loot. But yeah, I left. These are this is where it marks where there was an excavator. And the great thing about this, with the radius that I use a 13 radius. So it's 13 blocks out from this center. Well, the Falcor beacons have a range of 16 meters. So if I put a Falcor beacon set up right here, it would actually overlap with that one out there. So I'll be able to place one on the middles, on the diagonal middles here, on each one of these. So that one, this one, then one after that, and all the way down, and it should be good. It should be enough space. Now, after a big attack or something, I can walk down and see if there's any areas that the material isn't being picked up, and add another beacon or two to that system. But this should go a long way in helping that out. I'm anxious to get that up and running, so I'm not feeling that I'm losing out on any loot. But we're going to need, I have a feeling I'm going to need a lot more materials in order to get that to work, because Falcors, I'm going to need quite a few of these, and these use 16 iron wire a piece, but the beacons used hardened PCBs, so I'm probably going to need more beacons. So let's make some more hardened PCBs, and that's this one here, 100 at a time. These things run out of power quick. So yeah, there we go. Maybe I'll get some biomass one coming in here. Not sure. Oh, I think that, yeah, I think that's a biomass guy coming in. Some of these other ones are probably already maxed out. And in order to kind of make this a little easier on myself, until these are empty, I'm going to throw a solar panel on each one of these, and that should just allow them to run until this is emptied out. Oh, it is emptied out. Wow, that was quick. That was 33 plasma heads that we just burned through. That is crazy. Wow, that was a lot of plasma heads. So these should all be full. Yep, that one's full. Some of these longer runs, like Nickel's going way down there. So Nickel will probably not fill up too fast. How is this one now? Wow, this one is still not. This one is crystal. Really? Why did crystal consume so many, I wonder? And nickel obviously probably isn't maxed out too. I could probably put another, probably 15 or so cutter heads in there and make out. I think I will put some more cutter heads in there, just because I want those systems up and running, so next episode we can kind of expand a little bit on what we're doing with the factory here. So cutter heads, craft. Now we got 14. Sweet. And I'm going to do one more set of 14. That's 28 more cutter heads that we're spitting out. So hopefully all of our systems will upgrade, and I have to watch my cargo lifts to make sure they're not bringing up cutter heads. That would be bad. That would be very bad. So you just check the system here. Make sure. They shouldn't. I designed them so it shouldn't. But I'm not 100% certain that I didn't mess anything up. So I just like to check these out to make sure. All right. Well, we've got our logistics Falcor system up and running. Looks like our fuel is worked its way all the way down. So we've got tons and tons of fuel left now, which is good. The more, the merrier. And this should be, yeah, this is done, and this has got 112 remaining in it, so I don't need this anymore. All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode. So I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.